I accused my sister-in-law of emotional incest and ruined Christmas. My husband Jake's sister Emma has always been weirdly territorial about him. When we first started dating 4 years ago, she would do things like ask him to sleep in her bed during family vacations, sit on his lap during our rehearsal dinner, and constantly accuse me of being a gold digger. Every time she stepped out of line, my in-laws would correct her, but she'd always blame her bipolar disorder, and somehow everyone would just forget about it. The worst was at our wedding 2 years ago when she sobbed the entire day and literally pretended to faint during our first dance. My mother-in-law called her out in front of everyone for faking it. After that, Jake set some firm boundaries with her. She still called and texted him daily, but mostly stayed away from me and kept her drama to a minimum. Until this Christmas, we were at his parents' house for their big annual family gathering. The whole extended family was there, and everything was going great. That's when Jake and I announced that I was 10 weeks pregnant. Emma completely lost it. She ran out of the room sobbing and slammed her bedroom door so hard it shook the whole house. The entire family just sat there in awkward silence while what should have been a happy moment turned into a disaster. My mother-in-law started to go after her, but I said I'd try talking to her instead. I thought maybe this could finally be our chance to work things out and figure out why she saw me as such a threat. I knocked on her door and went in. She immediately screamed at me to get out, but I asked if we could just talk. Before I could say anything else, Jake and his mom came in behind me. Jake asked her why she always had to ruin things to get attention. That's when Emma lost it completely. She screamed at him, asking why he was so disgusting. Jake looked confused and asked what she meant. That's when she yelled, "You sleep with her. It's disgusting." Jake, being his usual snarky self, goes, "Yeah, sometimes multiple times a day. She's my wife. What's your point?" His mom actually laughed at that, which sent Emma into a complete rage. She started hitting Jake like a toddler, having a meltdown, screaming and crying. That's when I absolutely lost it. I don't even remember everything I said, but I know I screamed that the only thing disgusting was her emotionally incestuous obsession with her brother. I asked her if she wanted to sleep with him because it sure seemed like she did. Emma just covered her head with a blanket and sobbed. Jake tried to uncover her, but his mom dragged us both downstairs. By the time we got down there, pretty much everyone was leaving. His dad looked like he wanted to punch someone. We left immediately. I cried the whole way home while Jake tried to convince me I did nothing wrong. When we got home, he went to the garage to call his parents while I went to bed questioning everything. The next morning, Jake told me his parents were furious with Emma, not me. Apparently, his dad had suspected the same thing after an incident last year where Emma locked herself in her room all night when his mom and I were talking about lingerie. 3 days later, they had a family intervention with Emma. That's when everything came out. She admitted to having inappropriate feelings for Jake that started when she was 14 and saw him in the hallway after he woke up one morning. She somehow convinced herself that a normal biological reaction meant he had feelings for her too. When Jake told her it was all in her head and he'd never thought about her that way, she threatened to hurt herself to make him love her again. She's now getting inpatient treatment and Jake has gone completely no contact with her.